We see Two-Face, who immediately tells
Two-Face? The Two-Face? How are you gonna... Oh, yeah. You just wonder, villains don't ask who Batman is. I don't know. If I'm gonna have respect for my goal. Cause I ain't gonna lie, when he throws you in prison, he don't send you to death. He gives you multiple chances to escape. That's a good man. Shout out to my goal. Hey! So let me stop yapping and let's get into the vid.
Did you know there's a reason Batman's villains never try to take off his mask?
Yes, we
and
do.
Did you know there's a comic book that explains why they don't even want to know Batman's real identity? We see a thief named Teddy sitting in a bar, explaining to his bartender that he has just found out Batman's real identity. He says that this information could probably make him a lot of money, but the bartender simply pours him a drink and tells him not to mess with that kind of thing, explaining how dangerous Batman can be. The thief says that he knows, but tells him that he needs the money. So the bartender goes on, explaining how a long time ago someone managed to knock Batman down. But when they found him lying in the street, one of the guys tried to take off his mask until...
It was like watching a demon come to life. Something inhuman.
The bartender tells the thief to forget it.
So someone told a story about him.
And his body broken, while another man starts arguing that Batman is just a guy in a suit and says that he knows people who would pay a lot for Batman's identity. So Teddy and the man start drinking and celebrating the money they're about to make, while the bartender walks away disappointed. The next morning, he wakes up in his ex-wife's house.
Hold on. You see, that's a shame, and walks off like nothing happens. Buddy, your wife, your kids, run. I'm sorry, bro, but no snitch, bro, because if you tell somebody, bro, you're cooked, buddy. Actually, you're cooked right now. I'm sorry. You got no more opportunity, bro. You're over, bro. It was not knowing you, bro. I guess it was not knowing you. I guess I don't know.
Two begin to argue, and the woman tells him that their son has just moved out and left them. Teddy gets angry, but she explains that their son is already an adult and can do what he wants, and that there's probably a reason he never told his father about it.
Damn it, Kim, I'm trying.
Teddy tells her that soon he will be rich and that he'll fix everything because of the information he's acquired, while the woman says she never wanted anything big. She only wanted him to spend more time with their son.
I get it, Kim. I'm a loser.
He grabs his coat and leaves, while the woman tells him it's time he stopped taking jobs from psychopaths in Halloween costumes and started over. And as Teddy walks out, he tells her that after this job, he will. They arrive at a place, and it's clear that both men are extremely nervous. When the door opens, we see Two-Face, who immediately tells...
Two-Face? The Two-Face? How are you gonna... Oh, yeah. Alright.
Tells everyone else to leave, except for Teddy. And, without wasting any time, he tells him...
I know who he is. His secret identity. And I'm sure you do as well. It doesn't mean you know who he is, though. Not really. But I do.
Harvey goes on to explain that just like him, he knows Batman has two sides, his human side and his bat side, and tells him that Batman is always forced to choose who to be, the man or the bat. As Teddy tries to speak, Two-Face warns him that revealing Batman's identity would be the worst decision he could ever make, telling him,
a pure bat would destroy us all. The fun would be gone. He'd be relentless. A monster feeding off of anyone who dared step over his line.
Two-Face tells Teddy to leave, explaining that soon he'll find out who he's really dealing with. And when the other man meets him outside, Teddy says he has no idea what just happened, but when he looks up, Teddy gets scared, but the man tells him to relax, explaining that Batman is clearly not here for them, but for the bigger criminals. So they leave and start looking for other villains who might pay for Batman's identity. With no time to waste, they visit Penguin's family, and as soon as they walk in, the Penguin's daughter says she already...
Why are you going to the mafia bosses looking for pay up for Batman's name? I know you need money, you know, bro, but Buddy literally told you not to do it. One of the biggest dudes, Two-Face told you not to do it, and you not care, bro. And then you go to the Penguin. Hey, Joker next? I don't know, bro. I want Buddy.
knows
I don't know,
why
but
Teddy
I don't
is
know.
there,
I don't know.
explaining that plenty of people have heard about his secret. Teddy tells her that just for her, he will reveal Batman's name, and she immediately agrees, offering him $1 million. But while
Only
they're
$1 million?
talking, they
4 or
notice
5.
Batman nearby, so she tells Teddy to wait until they deal with him, but when they leave,
Teddy.
the family's bodyguard enters, and we learn that he's actually an old friend of Teddy's. Without wasting any time, he tells Teddy that they're not going to give him $1 million, but that rather they're going to kill him and keep Batman's identity for themselves, realizing how valuable it is. So the man then quickly makes a phone call and a group of other villains storms the building, and Teddy passes out as he hears them talking about how valuable he is.
Wakey, wakey!
Shut your bitch
Roger.
ass.
What the fuck did you...
We rescued you, man.
When he wakes up, he finds a few small-time villains gathered around him, offering him tea as they explain that word has already spread and plenty of people are hunting for him, hoping he'll reveal Batman's identity. However, they also insist that they need him because they believe Batman already knows about Teddy and his secret, which means that if Batman were to attack them and Teddy ended up in prison, he might cut a deal by giving up the truth, something that could ruin Batman's life. So they want him there with them, convinced that his presence will keep Batman from making a move.
But what if he kills me?
Seriously? I know the guy's scary, but trust me, you ain't gonna die.
And that's when we see in a brief flashback that the woman speaking was once saved by Batman. She calms the man down and reassures him, telling him that tomorrow they're going to rob a bank, and that for the first time, Batman may not intervene because they finally found his kryptonite, a man who knows his identity. They drive to the bank, and without wasting a second, they storm the place. But to their surprise,
Batman!
Sorry.
Teddy runs off and hides, panicking and whispering prayers under his breath. But then he hears something, and as he looks up...
How you gonna rob a bank and hide? Huh? Nigga, you need money. Go get the money.
He sees Batman already standing there beside him.
Chill, bro. Chill.
What?
And suddenly he wakes up somewhere else.
Batman aura was so strong, he fainted. Nigga was like... And nigga fainted. Teddy, bro.
Standing there beside him.
Teddy.
What?
And suddenly he wakes up somewhere else. As a man walks into the room, Teddy realizes it's his son, who immediately starts blaming him for getting drunk again, while Teddy tries to explain that he has no idea how he ended up there.
You go here. You got into university.
They start talking, and his son explains that he's been studying business. The conversation quickly turns tense as the son begins to describe how miserable his childhood was because of him, how he would watch his father stumble home drunk and beaten night after night, and how, in spite of everything, he still wanted to be like him. He goes on to say that not long ago, he even tried to become a criminal himself, taking on jobs and feeling thrilled at first until the day he worked with Scarecrow. He tells him how, when Batman showed up, Scarecrow released his fear gas without hesitation, poisoning everyone, and how, as the gas filled his lungs and he was sure he was going to die, he saw...
The guy!
But he knew who I was, knew who you were. He calmed me down, listened to me. Nobody ever listened to me.
You get special
I told him where I pictured my life going versus where I wanted my life to go. He listened, and he helped. But he only had one ask. Just one.
What's that?
Be better.
Be better.
Teddy leaves the room, and that's when he notices Bruce standing there, watching him in silence.
Bruce, my goat, he know you. I don't care, bro. Bruce is the goat, bro. I don't care, bro. Hey, if Spider-Man and Batman, y'all up there for top, bro. Superman, you up there too, bro. But Batman, bro, you up there for sure, bro.
He asks Bruce if he'll have to leave the city, and Bruce sadly tells him that he will. Teddy breaks down, saying he never should have told anyone anything, but Bruce calms him, explaining that he's already found him a job and a place to stay in Metropolis. They talk about his son and the future, and Teddy realizes that it's time for him to start looking for the good still left in his heart, while Bruce tells him that he still has time, and now a fresh start and a new life that might finally let him help others. And in the end, we see
Okay,
him
Andy
on
Teddy.
a bus, while Bruce's voice echoes in his mind, telling him that in time
Be
he'll
better.
be able to come back to Gotham, and that when he does, Batman will be there to help him.
Oh, that's why I love Batman, bro. I love Batman, bro. Cause you think he did it rich. He did it help y'all, bro. Trying to help everybody he see, bro. Even you a big time criminal to a small time criminal, bro. If he gonna help you regardless, bro. And that's just Batman way, bro. And that's why he there go. So if you like Batman, you know, want more content, don't forget to check out my video. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace.